Wisconsin, where the Bucks are looking to take one in an interconference game here at the Bradley Center. 2K Sports brings you this broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and with me, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. You look at the Rockets. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
This is exactly what you expect the defending champions to do. Play their game and continue to have success.
Yeah, they're primed for another type.
And slam down hard. Another look on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Yeah, just the power and the skill, impressive.
That's tipped.
So now that's twice we've seen the offense collapse. That's back-to-back empty trips because of turnover.
Yeah, and that's going to be a problem because now all of a sudden you start turning the ball over, you lose all offensive rhythm and flow.
Here's Garrett. Shot denied. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Now it's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Kevin McHale.
No surprise, guys. He said we hang our hat on our defense, and we're going to do that again tonight. That's what wins us ball games, our ability to set the tone through defense. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, you know what? I think the game plan for a lot of teams, really good teams, starts with good D. So it's pretty much what I expected to hear.
And for this club, that's the way it should be. I mean, they need to send a message defensively right away. When you take it to your opponents on the defensive end of the floor, it sets the tone early.
It's stolen by Allen.
Boy, that's a hard pass to make. You've got to lead your teammate absolutely perfectly.
Deflects the pass. And it's the Bucks ball. This is the second time they've matched up against Houston.
That was not pretty either, guys, because I thought they gave a half-hearted effort. Did not play with much energy at all.
And that's one of the things you don't want anybody to ever say about you is that the effort wasn't there. When you play that poorly, you're going to come up on the short end of the stick. There's no way around it. And against those guys, you'll get crushed.
Jennings for three. Rebounded by Luis Scola.
You got to be careful, though. There's a real balancing act. You can't let your ego try to run your offense. You can see he really wanted to answer that made three with one of his own. Not the best decision.
Heads-up play, preventing the easy lay-in.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, he saw it was a free layup, didn't want to give that up, so he fouled him to force free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets on D. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
It was a strong game for them defensively. They were very sharp and forced the other team into a lot of mistakes.
Well, Steve, they did cause their share of turnovers, but there was also some pretty sloppy and raggedy ball handling on the other side.
Here's Garrett. Not a fast start for the Bucks. They trail by 7. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
I thought they forced a lot of shots offensively, guys. They just didn't seem organized or efficient at that end of the floor. That's why they got so stagnant and shot such a poor percentage.
Couldn't agree more. Disorganized would be a word. Dysfunctional. I mean, way too many times they're going one-on-one or running the shot clock all the way down and then having to jack some crazy shot up. That was the problem, just not organized.
Shot clock at 6. Covered by Douglas Roberts. The rebound by Johnson.
I think he's been fighting his shot a little bit. He's not getting many of them to drop right now.
Here's Garrett. The Rockets again can't hit.
It's like there's a lid on the rim right now, guys. He just can't make a thing.
And it's got to be terribly frustrating. I mean, Steve, you're a great shooter, but you got to find a way to work out of it, and I think he will.
Here is Douglas Roberts, averaging 9 points per contest. Defended by Batum. Douglas Roberts passes to Jennings. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here.
5 shots and 1 make. That's stumbling out of the gate, folks.
Douglas Roberts' shot is off. He's guarded by Jennings. Here's Garrett. Drills the baseline jumper. 11 points in the game.
I think it's as simple as this, guys. Get him the ball. That's all you need to do. Give it to him.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
It's been a real struggle just trying to hang on to the ball for this club.
Well, Steve, that's a big reason for the deficit. I mean, they've just had trouble taking care of the ball.
Boy, the defense has to commit so much attention to him. He's just an important part of this offense.
The and one is good, so a three-point play that time. Here's Jennings. He's coming off a 16-point game against Miami. Here's DeRozan. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. And here's Houston. They're on a 14-5 run here. The shot, no good. Douglas Roberts with the ball. Jennings dishes to DeRozan. Feeds it to Douglas Roberts. Take it.
Wow! You know, everybody's got a job to do. Each player has a role in clearing space under the boards. That's his.
And then collecting on the second chance points clutch. So important.
Yeah, he's hard to handle in the paint. Just so strong, and he attacks.
Here's Jennings. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. He kicks to DeRozan. Goes up, and he lays it straight in.
You know, those types of high percentage shots, Kevin, should be a big part of what they do going forward.
Here's Garrett, and the dunk by Scola. Scola's got his first basket of the night. Here is Jennings, averaging 19 points per contest. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Houston. Here in the middle of the season, they're in great shape, sitting atop the conference. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, just way behind.
Right now for the Rockets, they played terrific basketball this year. They haven't missed a beat after the success they had last season. Well, it's hard to find a team that matches up with them comfortably.
Well, you're right, Clark. I mean, they would probably have the upper hand against almost any team in this league. I mean, they're a very difficult matchup. They've got plenty of talent, and they're so well coached. And what I like is they play hard every single night.
We're on the clock, and Gibson sends it back.
This has been a strong statement by them, the way they've come out and attacked the glass early.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. I love the physical play, the fact that they're taking the game right to their opponents. Impressive offensive execution to this point. That's what's gotten them this lead.
Well, it's paid off on the scoreboard, the fact that they've been together and productive offensively.
Wide open look. That's good.
Guys, you're not going to get away with that kind of defense when he's got the ball. I mean, you got to do better than that.
Jennings is whistled for reaching in. That's foul number 2 for him.
Guys, he's going to have to be careful here. You don't want to pick up your third foul in the first quarter.
And the Bucks making a change here. Buttinger's checked in. There's the triple. That's good. He's got 19.
I think he's setting the tone for the entire team in this quarter. Tremendous stuff. Good action.
Another steal.
We've seen him now give away 4 possessions. He's got to squeeze the orange out there. Take care of the ball.
Here's Garrett, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And, you know, guys, it's so important for a team to find rookie-scale contract guys for your roster because on the veteran team, the older guys are going to make a lot of money. If you can find a young guy to contribute, it can really balance out your salary cap.
Jennings with the bucket. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Flushes it down.
Great start here early on, but they've got to continue to play well to maintain that lead.
Boy, I tell you what, really nice start for him here, guys. Getting after it at both ends of the floor, you got to like that.
And that rookie salary structure, you're talking about a great success for the NBA. You don't see the holdouts that you saw in the NBA in the past.
And Kevin, not to mention the fact that it also, I think, keeps younger players hungry. It allows them to realize that they have arrived, but they aren't going to stay if they don't get better and produce. So some guys, if they make big money before they've really proven themselves, it can make them complacent. And they can sometimes suffer from the fat and happy syndrome, or the couch and video game syndrome, I call it.
So it's Houston now. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Bucks trail by 13. DeRozan goes back up. He flies to the bucket and lays it in. DeRozan's got 7 points. And here's Houston. They lead by 11. Oh, wow! And he slams that one down.
A little bit of a struggle defensively. They got to defend the hoop.
I'm not sure they could have gotten there anyway.
Bogut with a screen on Batum, doubled by Scola. Johnson kicks to DeRozan. Right up, and easy 2 points on the layup. 9 points in the game so far. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 13.
He's so graceful around the rim. Sometimes you forget how strong he is.
Johnson outside. DeRozan with it. Working on Allen. 5 on the clock. The dish to Budinger. Batum with the steal.
The story for them in this half is how poorly they've hung on to the basketball. I mean, just giveaway after giveaway. You can't be effective and productive when you're doing that.
Yeah, they have enough turnovers for an entire game. I mean, this is just sloppy basketball, guys.
Now here's Jennings. He's guarded closely. Passes to Bogut. Scola's there. Rocket 6. Johnson. And Scola pulls it down.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 32. Outside Jennings. Open look. And he hits the jump shot. Jennings has got his second basket of the night.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So, shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
Bogut with a screen on Allen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Drew Gooden has checked in for Bogut. Diaw comes in for Amir Johnson. And Chris Douglas-Roberts subbed in for Chase Budinger.
They built an early lead here, really pushing ahead.
Well, they've got a huge advantage, points in the paint, Steve, and they're attacking early, so taking advantage of scoring in close. He's been all over the place and also out of control, just coughing up the ball, totally out of sync.
He needs to calm down because his focus is all over the map right now.
Outside Jennings. On the wing, Douglas-Roberts. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
The shot will not go. And the Bucks going the other way right now. Another steal. And here's the break. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Count it. He has 38 in the game.
This team just looking to run at every opportunity.
Circles around them is what they're doing. I mean, pushing the tempo and really enjoying an advantage.
They get a hand on it.
Boy, you got to love that kind of...
Sledgehammer!
That should be illegal, Kevin. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe I just saw that. Did you see that happen? My eyes got to be playing tricks on me here.
No, I don't think so, Clark. That was real.
Yeah, no,
I mean, real.
I saw it too, Clark. It was real.
To stop the run, here's Henderson. Frames it from 7 feet out. Henderson's got his first bucket of the night. Rockets leading by 15. Right at the free throw line. Again, the Rockets score.
I think their only hope now, Clark, is to slow him down with a double team.
Well, they got to stop the bleeding, put the tourniquet on, and he's been tough to play straight up.
Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. That's good. He's got 44.
They don't seem to have many answers for him in this game. He's doing a terrific job out there. Outstanding work.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in blocks. Second is Andrew Bogut.
Well, anybody on this list, Kevin, is going to have the ability to get stops in a spectacular fashion, in a game-changing, dramatic fashion, in a crowd-pleasing way. That's what shot blockers do.
Garrett goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Now that's a throwdown for you.
Can you believe how easy he makes plays like that look?
Yeah, especially as a backcourt guy. I mean, a smaller player, he's a phenomenal finisher.
And here's DeRozan. 8 points his last outing.
They got to get this game turned around, which will be very difficult if they continue to make mistakes.
Well, guys, I think it's time for them to really refocus on offense. I mean, already in this quarter, they've given away 4 points.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And obviously, coach doesn't want them giving up all these inside buckets. They need to do a better job of moving their feet, staying in their stance, and keeping their man in front of them.
Here's Henderson. Kicks to DeRozan. Now here is Douglas Roberts. And Batum picks him up defensively. Douglas Roberts works against Batum. Can they get it? And there's Bogut. That's good on the assist by Douglas Roberts. Bogut's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, every time they drop it in, they do so from close range. Easy baskets.
Yeah, high percentage looks time and time again, guys, and it's paying off for them the way they're playing this game. I like their strategy.
And Bogut sends it back, but they retain possession. Here's Henderson. Bogut the pass to DeRozan. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Johnson's got 6. Here's Garrett. No luck.
He lost his focus there, guys. That's a shot he should make.
5 on 4. And that one's good by Henderson. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Milwaukee with the rebound. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Douglas Roberts. Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Lifts up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And that one falls for Henderson. And the Bucks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Houston also making some changes. Hayes comes in for Luis Scola. And Gian Leon in for Wilson Chandler. Rockets leading by 17. He connects. Another steal.
It's plain and simple. Trailing like this, you've got to make the most of every possession.
Yeah, they've given up a number of points off turnovers. That's a major area of concern for this coaching staff.
DeRozan dishes to Henderson. And DeRozan kicks to Henderson. Outside Williams. And Batum picks him up defensively. Pulls up on the wing. Shot's good by Williams.
That's 10 straight points now coming in that mid-range jump shot area, guys.
Yeah, it is, and they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off, and I think that's very good discipline they're showing us here.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Miami. Best team in the conference. Really having a nice season. Looking to maintain that through the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Bucks. Just need to take it a game at a time.
Well, right now for the Bucks, they've experienced a sort of worst-case scenario season. Nothing has worked out for them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Clark. I mean, the expectations were definitely higher than where they are right now. And, you know, given what we thought they had talent-wise, it's kind of hard to believe they are where they are right now.
Count the bucket.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
Got that one up quick. Here's DeRozan. He's got 13, and Allen picks him up defensively. Williams outside, and that one's good. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Tell you what, since the end of the first quarter, he has...
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that one.
Yeah, right? There's the pass to DeRozan. He dishes it to Henderson. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. The shot is off, and the Rockets go the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Garrett, and Johnson sends it back. Bucks trail by 18. Williams kicks to DeRozan. Got a piece of it.
Turnovers have been a major problem for them here.
Well, you know...
And that steal really triggered the fast break. Nice play.
Hey, you're right, and the break itself may have been even better.
Now Henderson. He's got 6. Here's Williams. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Second shot opportunity, and DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Johnson. DeRozan's got 15. Rockets leading by 18. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebound, Milwaukee. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Now you wonder why his team's losing. Keeps giving the ball away time after time.
Man, oh man, oh man. For a guy who's not the biggest player on the court, I mean, that's a humongous finish.
Well, he's capable of those, Clark. We've seen it before.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, you guys, he is very comfortable taking it to the hoop if he's got an opening. And, man, he'll make you pay.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Boris Diaz checked in for Johnson. Douglas Roberts comes in for Reggie Williams. And Michael Redd is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Douglas Roberts against Chandler. Douglas Roberts' shot is off.
This has been a game for him to forget. So far, anyway. We'll see if he can pick it up.
Redd with the rebound. Bucks trail by 21. Now Chandler defending. Redd passes to Henderson. And here comes the break. Goes up. Whoa! And a strong finish with 2 hands.
There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate that throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one. That's such a tough catch when the ball is coming from that far away.
Covered by Douglas Roberts. Gets the bucket.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Even in transition, a wide open 3 is tough to pass up. That's turnover number 5 for him, guys, so he's got to be much better with the ball.
Covered by Doug.
Oh! He made sure everybody saw that slam, Kevin. Stayed on the rim for a little while extra.
Maybe he wanted to give his legs a little rest there, Clark. Well, that's 3 turnovers now in this quarter. What a bad stretch for him.
Chandler's shot good.
Well, they've really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second chance buckets in a big pile.
And those hustle points, Clark, I mean, that's just another reason why they've got the lead here.
Well, a lot of points off their turnovers this quarter. Way too many.
Now, this game would be an entirely different story if they took better care of the ball. And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run.
They get it back. They're struggling to keep up.
Now we'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Bogut backing him down. Takes it right up. Houston in total control. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. 43 seconds left in the first half of the game. Up top, Douglas Roberts. Covered by Lee.
Well, he's forcing the issue out there, guys. No question.
Oh!
Boy, he hung him out to dry that time. A terrific reverse.
You can't help but be amazed by that dunk.
Man.
That's one to remember, huh?
Here is Douglas Roberts. And Batum picks him up defensively. Here is Douglas Roberts.
That's foul number 2, and I think he's got to be really careful not to pick up the third before the half.
It's been a little too easy for them inside, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. That's been their focus, and the defense hasn't mounted much resistance at all.
He can't complete the three-point play. They're making this a runaway.
Now, the only question now is how big will this lead eventually become? I mean, this is a blowout.
Ball's knocked loose, out of bounds, and they retain possession. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. The Rockets, number 1.
We've talked about rebounding being a key factor in winning. Free throws and free throw percentage is another one of those key factors in winning. This team is the best in the league at making free throws, and that's one of the reasons they're successful. He is truly a special offensive talent, and he's always going to cash in on those kind of chances.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Rockets ahead, running away with this one.
Thursday night action, let's get into it. HP at the half. The Houston Rockets in front against Milwaukee. Their phenomenal winning streak is on the line, and they'd love to keep it rolling. Luis Scola has been tearing it up against Milwaukee. He has 6 points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. For the Bucks, they haven't had the same luck. Turnovers have been a serious concern. They gotta take better care of the basketball. Chris Douglas Roberts with a disappointing first half. He's only got a couple of points in the first half, couldn't get anything to fall, even had a few open looks. These two have set the benchmark so far tonight, leading their teams in first half scoring. And let's look ahead at the games that won't be tipping off until later tonight. The Miami Heat will go up against the Cavaliers.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap here. They've got Amir Johnson. Douglas Roberts is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Henderson, and it's Jennings in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Chandler's shot, good. Chandler's got his second basket of the game. Here's Henderson. 8 points for him. Now here's Jennings. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Douglas Roberts. The dish to Henderson. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Henderson's got 10 points.
Hot start for this club coming out of halftime. That's 3 in a row now.
Shot misses. And it's Milwaukee the other way. This is the second meeting of the year against this Rockets team.
Yeah, that was a blowout. Just totally ugly game. Not competitive at all.
You know, Steve, we thought it would take their best effort coming into this game, and obviously it was far from it.
With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. The Rockets, number 1.
You know, sometimes a team, Kevin, will have one guy who does a nice job blocking shots. Other times, a guy finds ways to get other players involved in shot blocking. Well, this team does it as a group. That's why they're the league's best in block shots.
And the first one drops. Houston making some changes. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Scola. Gibson comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Ray Allen. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here is Wall. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Takes it up. Blocked. And here's Jennings. Covered by Hayes. The 10-footer. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Rockets. Here in the middle of the season, they're in great shape, sitting atop the conference. And, of course, the Warriors just need to take it a game at a time.
You know, checking out the Rockets, they've really caught nobody by surprise this year. I mean, they've got a tremendous track record and the talent to stay on top for a while.
Yeah, and, you know, some people wondered if there'd be a drop-off this season just because of those high expectations, but there really hasn't been a drop-off at all.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Wall, averaging 10 points per contest. For the 3, the Rockets again can't hit. Clark, we'll see if someone can end this dry spell.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, both teams really having trouble getting good shots.
Well, shot selection is so key. They need better ball movement, both sides really, because this game has gotten a little stagnant here.
Here's DeRozan. Here's Johnson, and the layup falls. Johnson's got 8 points.
Strange trend here, guys. They're totally controlling the glass, but they still trail.
You get the feeling that one is going to correct. Either they'll lose their edge on the glass or catch up in points sooner or later. We'll see.
Well, you hate to blame anybody, but he's got so many turnovers tonight. That's really why his team's losing.
Here's Garrett. And that time, also a missed shot.
Tell you what, things just aren't bouncing his way this quarter.
Johnson dishes to Douglas Roberts. Taken away by Hayes.
It's really been an ugly game for him as he continues to give the ball away on offense, guys.
Johnson reeled in. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Sometimes you just got to make the easy pass. Somebody's open, throw it to them. When you do that multiple times, the game starts to find a flow to itself.
Now Jennings. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson nails it from the high post. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
He's been producing all night. It's up to the rest of his team to start kicking in a little bit.
Here's Garrett, and he flushes it through. Sprite Slam Cam with the replay.
Come on now, I didn't see. Can you believe that finish? Boy, a little bit of flair and flavor at the end of it.
Oh, that'll be a fan favorite, all right.
That was not your average typical dunk.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Now, tough to win when the ball doesn't go in the hole. And that was a team that was ice cold shooting the ball that night.
Well, Steve, shooting to me, shooting percentage is a function of the kind of shots you get. And if you don't get good ones, you're not going to shoot a good percentage. That was their problem, poor shot selection.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Andrew Bogut, who's checked in for Douglas Roberts. Budinger checks in for DeMar DeRozan. And Michael Redd is subbed in for Gerald Henderson. Redd for 3. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Garrett. Goes up. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And no problem at the line here for the 3-point play.
Well, you look at all these top-level teams in the NBA, and boy, I really enjoyed last year's playoffs. It was such an open-field, competitive action. You really felt that there were a number of teams with a chance to make a deep run.
3-pointer, Budinger, good. Budinger's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now they're finally making some inroads here by knocking down shots from the perimeter.
You know, and on defense, you start to get a little nervous now when shot making is going as well as it has for them. I mean, it's like a stampede, an avalanche. And you definitely not only hear them coming, you feel it.
Redd with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. And another three for Milwaukee. And last year's playoffs, so entertaining, Clark. Some competitive series. Steve, really an open field.
Yeah, it really is. There's so many good young teams in the NBA right now, and some of the older, more talented teams maybe on the way downhill. So this is going to be fascinating the next few years to see which teams can break through and get to that top level.
Here is Budinger, right now averaging 7 points a game. And the running layup is good. Budinger's got 5 now.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Flushes it down.
How's that for finishing with flavor?
Absolutely fantastic.
I think he was saving that one for a special occasion.
They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's Jennings. 6 points for him. He feeds it to Rand. Kicks it to Bogut. Defended by Batum. Puts it up. No good from Bogut. Steve, they are in complete control.
Well, everything they're doing, Kevin, has been working out. I mean, the game plan was solid, and they are executing out there.
So it's Milwaukee now. Poked away. Batum against Red. Outside Jennings. Shot clock at 6. Good look. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. It might help them out if he was a bit more assertive.
Here's Garrett. The rebound by Johnson.
Oh, perfect opportunity to finish the break, and he blows it.
Okay, Steve, you have to be able to finish off plays like that. It's a must.
Out of bounds. And they retain possession. Chance now to check out the schedule for Milwaukee. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Bobcats. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for it. A different look for Milwaukee. Boris Diaz checked in for Johnson. Douglas Roberts comes in for Chase Budinger. And it's DeRozan in for Michael Redd. Ray Allen, he's checked in for the Rockets. Now here's DeRozan. He's got 17. With his first shot attempt, good. Diaz got his first basket of the night.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Oh! No problem finishing there.
You know, those are painful to give up, Steve.
Deflected.
I think he baited him on that pass. Very savvy defense.
Wasted no time on that one.
Good things happen when he's working like that, fellas.
And here's Jennings. 8 points for him. Now DeRozan. It's good. The assist that time from Diaz. Diaz got 3 assists in the game. He's guarded by Jennings. Non-stop scoring machine here. That's good.
And he cannot play any better than he is right now in this quarter, guys.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. The Bucks really having a tough go here. Bogut with a screen on Batum. Here's Douglas Roberts.
I think he's just got to compose himself, gather himself. He may be trying a little too hard out there. Let it flow, let it happen, don't force it.
And that is good.
Tell you what, to be successful, this team needs his scoring, and they're really counting on him.
The turnovers have upticked for him. They can't afford to let their concentration lapse here.
Here's Garrett, and Houston again with the bucket.
And he's performing at such a high level, and that's why they're in the lead right now.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
I understand that they're trying to be aggressive, but still, I mean, you can play fast but still play efficiently, but they're not doing that right now.
DeRozan defending, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They have no answer for him. He's just putting on a dominant display of offense.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Stoll. Gian Leon comes in for Wilson Chandler. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Gaines in for Ray Allen. Good on the shot. Douglas Roberts has got 4 points in the quarter.
It's been a complete game for him, hasn't it?
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's been in the middle of everything going on.
He's guarded by Jennings. Here's Garrett. The rebound by the Bucks. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. DeRozan passes to Jennings. Just 5 on the clock. With the clock winding down, and it's missed off the front rim.
You gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do it. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
You know, for a guy like him who can light it up like that, that's too easy.
Here's Milwaukee now. DeRozan with it. He's got 19. The feed to Bogut. Working down low. From the arc. No good. And the Rockets go the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Now, they were incredibly opportunistic in that game. If they had a chance to make a steal or dive for a loose ball, they went after it. They played extremely hard.
Well, those kinds of plays, Steve, when you're giving up your body and you're taking hits, that's the cost of winning. And that's how they viewed it, and that's why they got the W.
Here's Jennings. He's got 8. Jacks up a 3. That drops. Jennings has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
He got it up. Shot is off. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley Center.
Tune in next Sunday. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls go up against the Houston Rockets.
And now let's send it to our sideline reporter Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Hi, guys. Will you look at the Rockets? The spark has been from the lead guard position, guys. Everything went his way right from the first whistle, and he just took over the early part of the...
Taking a look at the Rockets. Garrett in at shooting guard. Wilson Chandler out there with Stoll. Then it's Allen, and it's Wall in at the point guard. Outside Jennings. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Houston.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Garrett. Good.
He's done an outstanding job all game long. Absolutely a great job of finding an opening against the defense.
Got a piece of it. Fires from 14. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
And this team has really embraced advanced statistics as they try to get an edge in competition. Like a lot of teams around the league, they're really searching for some answers. Now, in basketball, it's not nearly as clearly defined as it is in baseball in terms of the numbers. But people are finding more and more stats that they're putting to use for their teams.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Stoll. Gibson comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Lee in for Ray Allen. They set the pick. The Bucks continue to turn over and are having a tough time holding onto the ball. And Steve, you mentioned the team's trying to improve their competitiveness with advanced mathematics. I love this topic. Recent studies show that on average, teams that employ analytics in their departments tend to win about 5% more than those that don't. You know, this goes back to a lot of the thinking in baseball, as you just talked about. And I really think, Clark, there might be something to it.
Well, there is something to it, Kevin. There's no doubt. I mean, just as we've had technological advances that have helped in terms of how people train and what information is available, how you use information, the same can be said in terms of numbers and statistics in sports in general and basketball in particular. I think every team probably needs to at least explore these advanced metrics and see where they fit in the grand scheme of them being the best that they can be as a franchise and as a team. They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
From the top of the key, gets it to go.
I tell you what, right now that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area. I'll tell you what, guys, there's so many talented players in this league now. Such an impressive influx of great young talent coming into the league over the last decade. It's an exciting time to be a basketball fan.
Here's Garrett, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. When you look at all the great talent over the last decade or so, Clark, do you think that today's players are tending to reach their potential a bit more than perhaps those, say, in the 90s?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think you look at every era and it's a little different. I think for the most part, the same characteristics in great players are universal. Talent, accepting of coaching, and being willing to put in the extra work on your own. I mean, I think those things are timeless. And any player that maximizes his potential is putting that into practice. I mean, is actually acting on those things. So I don't think there's any particular difference between reaching your potential now versus reaching your potential in the 90s.
The rebound by the Bucks. Jennings has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And DeRozan throws it down hard. Now let's take a look at it once again with our Spike Slam Cam. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility and just the power and the skill? Impressive.
And here we go with Brandon Jennings. He's picked up by Wall. Now here's DeRozan. Defense is right there. Jennings kicks to Anderson. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Jennings can't get it to go. Houston in total control. The 3-ball. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Jennings dishes to Henderson. Fires for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Boy, this is scary. You get a score rolling like this, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you can't leave a guy like that on an island. I mean, you got to bring some help. You look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And it's Milwaukee's ball.
Well, you wonder, will the NBA ever go the route of international sports and start putting sponsors' logos on the team jerseys? That would be an enormous step, but it would also be very lucrative for the teams.
Free throw line jump shot. Jennings with the bucket.
And defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done.
Pull from the top of the key, and he gets the jumper to drop. Jennings has got 4 this quarter. And, you know, speaking of sponsorships on the players' jerseys, we've seen that in the WNBA and the D-League. Some people feel it's just a matter of time before you see it in the NBA.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, there's a commercialization that takes place, particularly at the pro level, that we've come to accept. And considered part of the territory, I still think you want to try to balance it and do it in good taste. I mean, you think of the classic freeze frame of Jordan dunking with the fast food logo center frame on his jersey. I mean, that might be pushing it a tad too far.
Garrett buries the long-range jumper.
Well, with the defense recovering into the lane, you've got a wide open shooter at the three-point line.
Garrett hit. Here's Henderson. Now here's Jennings. Budinger pass to Jennings.
Well, you look at some of these great young point guards who have exploded onto the scene in recent years in the NBA. Guys like Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, John Wall. I think they're really revolutionizing the position in how they're able to finish at the rim. The combination of speed and size and power, just incredible.
They just lost him on the break that time defensively. I mean, he slid out to the three-point line and had plenty of room.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Budinger. Johnson comes in for Reggie Williams. Chris Douglas Roberts checked in for Michael Redd. And it's DeRozan in for Gerald Henderson. And then for Houston, Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Scope. Gian Leon comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Ray Allen.
He did what he could to try to handle that pass, but that was too hard to handle.
The tray. Milwaukee with the rebound. Douglas Roberts has got his 5th rebound in this one. And going back to all the explosive point guards that have come into the league, the no-hand check rules created an opening for these guys quite literally.
Yeah,
and they have jumped all over it and taken advantage of it.
Yeah, much like in football where the quarterback is pretty much protected the same with outstanding ball handlers and penetrators. I mean, defenders can't lean on them. So they have to play off of them, and that leaves them relatively easy passing lanes, sometimes open jump shots, and driving lanes. And when they do get by defenders, a lot of these guys are excellent at finishing in traffic.
Rebound by Johnson. And the Bucks with possession. Here's DeRozan. Leans. And another basket for Milwaukee. 1:22 left in the 4th. Here's the 3. And that's collected by Bogut. Bogut's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Deflects the pass. Yee with the steal. Beyond the arc. Good.
Now, this is a done deal here. They've pretty much finished this team off.
Yep, we can put this one in the books. Too much to overcome now.
Now here's DeRozan. He's covered by Matthews. And here's DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Over Hayes. And another basket for Milwaukee.
That shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today.
This one for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That's a dagger. That will probably finish this game.
Yeah, it's over, Steve. Convincing closeout.
Garrett is whistled for reaching in. That's his 5th foul. Poked loose.
And I like the aggressiveness defensively, forcing that mistake.
Shoots it up. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
I know you agree with that.
Oh, totally. You got to play with control and composure, Kevin.
That's good from DeRozan. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. From past the arc. No good from 3-point territory. Great ball movement. Launches it. Yep, it's good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.
Okay. I'm the best, I don't have to practice. Double team, I don't have to pass it. Ballin' hard in our Chevrolets, more vets than the Dallas Mavericks. Hall of Famer like Shaq and Magic. Kobe Bryant now back to back it. Shoot a three if I have to nash it. Dwight Howard when I'm at the basket. In the gym, but not the nasty.
Well, congratulations on breaking the NBA record for points scored in a game. That's a pretty incredible feat. You have now surpassed some of the legends in the history of this league. How does it feel to be in their company?
I'm not gonna lie, having a game like that, it's every kid's dream. The difference with me is I knew this was gonna happen someday. It was just a matter of time. I was completely unstoppable out there. Unstoppable.